This little section here is a death trap. In a devastating turn of events, a young Dutch driver lost his life at the renowned Spa-Francorchamps circuit. Get ready to witness the dangerous reality that lies beneath the surface of this legendary track. At Spa-Francorchamps, any misstep can lead to a collision with unforgiving barriers. Even in modern Formula 1 cars, the upper and lower sections of the track are taken at blistering speeds, amplifying the inherent danger. While improvements have been made to the runoff areas, the recent tragic event serves as a stark reminder of the fatal risks that still persist, especially when faced with challenging weather conditions. As the racing community extends their heartfelt condolences to the family and friends of the fallen driver, the spotlight now shines on the track itself. Discussions around safety measures have been reignited, highlighting the urgent need to address the inherent dangers of this iconic circuit. Today we're diving into the thrilling world of motorsport and taking a closer look at one of the most talked about topics, the dangers of the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps. Strap in and join us as we explore the history, safety concerns, and measures taken to enhance the safety of this legendary circuit. Let's get started. Spa, also known as the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, is a legendary motor racing track nestled in the picturesque town of Stavelot, Belgium. This iconic circuit stretches over a distance of 7 kilometers, providing a thrilling playground for race enthusiasts. It has earned its place as the current host of the prestigious Formula 1 Belgian Grand Prix, a tradition that started way back in 1925. For almost 4 decades, Spa has been an unwavering presence on the Formula 1 calendar, captivating fans with its challenging twists and turns. Since 1985, without fail, the circuit has welcomed drivers from around the world who eagerly take on adrenaline-fueled battles that the Belgian Grand Prix brings. Spa-Francorchamps was the ultimate speed demon of European road circuits. I mean, we're talking breakneck speeds and a reputation for being downright dangerous. It took nerves of steel to conquer this beast, and most drivers were pretty darn terrified of it. What made the old Spa circuit so unique was its relentless pace. Every corner demanded your complete focus and precision, with speeds topping a mind-boggling 290 kilometers an hour or 180 miles per hour, and every corner was as important as the one before it. If a driver dared to even lift the throttle more than expected, we're talking about losing whole seconds, and at the same time, if he managed to nail a corner just a smidge faster, he would gain a massive advantage. So yeah, Spa-Francorchamps was the epitome of mental and physical challenge. It separated the fearless from the faint-hearted. It's a track where legends were made and careers were defined. And to conquer it, you needed nerves of steel, lightning-fast reflexes, and the audacity to push the limits. With its long straights and hair-raising turns like the Master Kink, ROUGE and RAIDILLON, Spa became a playground for fearless racers. Spa had a dark reputation when it came to fatal accidents. A tragic incident occurred during the 1960 Belgian Grand Prix, where within a span of just 15 minutes, 2 drivers, Chris Bristow and Alan Stacey, lost their lives. It's worth mentioning that Stacey's accident was caused by an unfortunate encounter with a bird hitting him in the face. Additionally, during practice, racing legend Sterling Moss had a severe crash at Bournonville, resulting in serious injuries. Even after the introduction of ARMCO barriers in 1970, which helped reduce the number of deaths, Spa still had a notorious aura surrounding it. One major factor was the unpredictable weather that surrounded the Ardennes forest. What makes Spa truly unique is the sheer size of the circuit itself. This vast expanse means that the rain doesn't always blanket the entire track. Instead, isolated sections may be drenched while others remain bone dry. The unpredictable weather pattern poses a challenge for drivers as they must adapt to rapidly changing conditions. One race that perfectly encapsulates the impact of Spa's unpredictable weather is the 2008 Grand Prix. As the race unfolded under mostly dry conditions, Kimi Räikkönen led the pack, but with less than 5 laps remaining, rain suddenly poured down, turning the track treacherous. In a risky move, the leaders decided against pitting for wet tyres on the dampening circuit, setting the stage for absolute chaos. In the final laps, Kimi Räikkönen and Lewis Hamilton engaged in a nail-biting battle for first position, exchanging places as they struggled to maintain control of the slippery surface. Ultimately, Räikkönen's luck ran out and he veered off the track, leaving Hamilton to cross the finish line and claim victory. This combination of ever-changing weather conditions and the high-speed nature of the track made Spa one of the most treacherous and hazardous race circuits in the entire world. It was a constant battle for drivers to adapt to the wildly different track conditions while zooming through the challenging corners at high speeds. Safety measures could only do so much to mitigate the risks posed by this formidable circuit. Unfortunately, the excitement also came with a price. Crashes and fatal accidents were way too common. It got so dangerous that driver Jackie Stewart had to stand up and launch a campaign to drop Spa from the F1 calendar. In 1979, they decided to revamp the circuit to make it safer for drivers. The new design reduced the track to a 7-kilometer distance, but they made sure to keep some of the original road circuit's iconic features intact, like the infamous ROUGE and RAIDILLON corners. Since Spa-Francorchamps transitioned from being a public road to a dedicated racing facility in 2000, the infamous ROUGE and RAIDILLON combination has witnessed several accidents. In an era where safety is a top priority for racing organizations and governing bodies like the FIA, these crashes sparked a public debate about the safety of the ROUGE and RAIDILLON sections. The focal point of the criticism revolved around the design of the tyre barriers and the runoff area at the RAIDILLON. Instead of effectively containing out-of-control cars, these elements sometimes caused vehicles to bounce back onto the track, creating potentially hazardous situations. The incidents prompted questions about whether the ROUGE and RAIDILLON combination were inherently unsafe and required modifications to enhance safety measures. While it's important to acknowledge that the circuit has made significant strides in improving safety over the years, these incidents fueled a broader discussion about the balance between preserving the character and challenges of iconic sections like ROUGE and RAIDILLON while ensuring the utmost safety for drivers. Racing authorities and circuits management have been open to feedback and continuously evaluate measures to address these concerns. In the end, the accidents served as a reminder that even in today's safety-conscious environment, there is always room for improvement and ongoing dialogue about how to strike the right balance between the thrill of racing and the well-being of the drivers. Tragedy struck during a Formula 2 race in late August 2019 at Spa-Francorchamps. A severe incident unfolded between Antoine Hubert and Juan Manuel Cuellar shortly after the RAIDILLON section on the Kemmel Straight. Hubert's car collided with the tyre barrier on the right side of the track, hitting it at a sharp angle. As a result, the car veered sideways and into the path of Juan Manuel Cuellar, who was driving for Rouge. Cuellar's car struck Hubert's on the left side, specifically in the driver's seat area. The devastating accident claimed the life of Antoine Hubert and left Juan Manuel Cuellar with serious injuries. The ramifications of this incident were significant, leading to the abandonment of the feature race and the subsequent cancellation of the scheduled sprint race the following day. Despite the tragic turn of events, the Formula 1 Belgian Grand Prix proceeded as planned. Lance Stroll, a Formula 1 driver, has called for changes to be made to Spa-Francorchamps following a tragic crash involving an 18-year-old Formula Regional driver Delano Vantoff. The incident occurred after the ROUGE RAIDILLON section, as the driver's car came to stop on the track's entrance to the Kemmel Straight. In wet conditions, another competitor collided with Vantoff's stranded car, reminiscent of the accident that claimed the life of Formula 2 driver Antoine Hubert in 2019. In response to these incidents, the track has already undergone alterations to enhance safety. The barriers at ROUGE were moved back to provide more runoff space. These changes were implemented following significant crashes, including one involving sports car driver Jack AITKEN in 2021, resulting in injuries such as a broken collarbone and lower vertebrae. Additionally, there was a major multi-car pileup in the now-defunct W Series earlier that year. The recent tragedy has reignited discussion about further modifications to Spa-Francorchamps in order to prevent similar incidents in the future. Stroll's call for alterations reflects the concerns within the racing community about ensuring the safety of drivers at this iconic circuit, particularly in challenging weather conditions. The track management and governing bodies will undoubtedly carefully assess the situation and work towards implementing measures that strike a balance between preserving the track's character and enhancing safety concerns. I think ROUGE at Spa needs looking into because we've lost 2 drivers in the space of 4 years. It's a really dangerous corner, and we say it every year. It's not fair what happened when it is the same corner, said Stroll. Acknowledging the gravity of the situation, 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton has voiced his concern about the need for changes to be made at Spa-Francorchamps following the occurrence of 2 fatal crashes. He said, "We do need to make some changes because clearly you're coming over a hill. You can't see anything in the bad weather conditions. This has happened now twice, so we definitely need to take a step." In conclusion, the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps is undoubtedly a thrilling spectacle in the world of Formula 1. Its combination of high speeds, challenging corners, and unpredicted weather conditions has earned it a reputation for being dangerous. However, extensive efforts have been made to enhance safety and mitigate risks. While no motorsport can ever be entirely risk-free, ongoing advancements in safety technology, track modifications, and strict adherence to safety protocols have significantly reduced the dangers associated with racing at Spa. The FIA and race organisers continue to work diligently to ensure the safety of drivers while preserving the essence and excitement of this iconic circuit. That wraps up our in-depth exploration of the danger of the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure to ring the notification bell so that you never miss out on future adventures. Until next time, stay safe, stay fearless.